It's time for the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, crosstown rivals, the Aquinas Blue Golds and the Logan Rangers. The KQEG TV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse. SSE Music, the music place on La Crosse's north side. The last three letters in La Crosse are SSE. Fiesta Mexicana, for great Mexican food. Make it a fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. Mormon Coulee Road on the south side of La Crosse. Lashke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Coulee region since 1929. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, ATV, or motorcycle, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Tri-State Business Machines, your #1 choice for office equipment in Onalaska. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG TV broadcast team, Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Logan High School. Rick Wilson along with, what's your name again? Terry Erickson. I had a senior moment there.
Oh, you
Rick
did?
Wilson along with Terry Erickson bringing you tonight's game from Logan as the Aquinas Blue Golds invade the Logan Rangers field here to an inter-city game to see if the Aquinas Blue Golds can keep that record going. They won their first game their second game last week, but the first one in the MVC. You know, it's interesting, Terry. We're looking at 4 teams right now who are tied for last place in the MVC. You got Sparta, you got Aquinas, you got Toma, and you got Logan. All 1 and 4 in the MVC.
Exactly. I'm going to talk about something that's going to surprise you, though, and that's the possibilities and the playoff picture, which we'll be covering 2 weeks from tonight. But can I start with something else?
Go ahead.
You said this is a game of complete value and emotions and so on. Anybody that's ever played an inter-city game, that is absolutely the truth, and I can vouch for that. Now, here's something a lot of people probably don't know. This is the last time.
The last
time Logan and Aquinas are going to match up in football. This is
it. Is that right?
This is a historic game. Anybody that ever played
not even as a non-conference game?
No, in the immediate future, absolutely no. Now that scheduling may change in 4, 5, 10 years, whatever. But you ready for this? These two teams have played almost 80 years of football, inter-city football.
That's
so the Logan Central, or the Logan Aquinas, the Central Aquinas games, after tonight, it's it. There'll be no more. No, that's emotional. That's historic. That's an important thing to think about, because those that have ever played in inter-city games know the significance of it. But Aquinas going in a different direction
brings a tear to my eye.
Brings several tears to my eyes. You ask why I was a little bit late getting here? Well, I was sitting in my car reflecting on all those years. By the way, it started in the late 30s, and no, I didn't play that game.
No, okay.
I didn't play that game.
I was going to ask, but yeah, okay.
But this is special because of that reason, and many others which we'll get to.
All right. Well, it's also special because both of these teams are basically tied in the conference. Now, you said that there are some implications as far as playoffs go. I talked to Jordan Gilkey, the athletic director here, and he said, some people are saying that if Logan can win out, they might get a spot in the playoffs. However, the problem would be that if Central wins out, then Central would end up getting the spot that Logan would get no matter what Logan does.
Exactly, and you're kind of stealing my thunder. Thank you.
Sorry.
But I was going to talk about that, not now, but into the broadcast and enlighten people exactly what the playoff picture looks like.
Okay, you're going to wait till the broadcast to do that. Okay, all right, well, that's fine.
And then I'll also talk about keys of the game and some other important things, but maybe not until after the national anthem.
Let's do that. All right, we'll take a break, folks, and be back right after this.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier and
To ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn Tier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
There's no place like La Crosse, Wisconsin, with the river and the bluffs.
Academic success, athletic success, All of our programs are doing really well right now.
Coming out here and playing my first conference game, I had a bunch of goosebumps, I had chills, I was excited, I was nervous. I felt every emotion that, you can feel.
College, when you think of what that experience is and the growth as a person and as a student and as an athlete, there's no place like you to cross.
You don't have Kansas City to get great barbecue.
4 years in a row and counting. Hi, this is Jerry Byer, best caterer in County. Making great ribs and great barbecue has always been my passion, and it means a great deal to me that you love what we do. If you haven't tried our ribs, pulled pork, brisket, or smoked chicken, try it and you'll agree. Big Boar Barbecue, a delicious mouthful.
Yeah!
I'm Dan Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, Paul Reichert. We race report every Saturday at noon at 1460 WBOG. What a great time of the year it is, Billy.
It is a great time to go.
And also, results.
Yes, Paul Reichert here, and I've got the Burning River Race Report bringing you results from all over the country.
Are we going to buy him some new shoes this year?
Oh, you need some to get the floor.
Going to have to do that. Saturdays at noon, 1460 WBOG. Hi, race fans. I'm Dan Dyker, Billy Doc.
Welcome back, everybody. And Rangers here on the north side of La Crosse. The Aquinas Blue Golds coming in tonight to Logan's homecoming. And Terry will have a chance to probably see the homecoming queen in their court and everything at halftime today. I think they're also going to introduce the seniors as part of the opening part of the program.
That's great. What, I played some homecoming games, and we'd always play like Wausau West, Wausau East, or something, and we'd be behind 48-0 at halftime. So it kind of spoiled the homecoming dance for many of us.
Yeah.
But now they're a little bit more practical and reasonable, and schedule some competition that could go either way.
Yes, and certainly this could go either way tonight. The Blue Golds, of course, have had some tough times with quarterbacks. They lost Gavin Wetzel, who was doing a great job for them. Wetzel out for the entire season and maybe into the basketball season too. And Mason Viner, I understand, stepped up last week and was their quarterback. Salvadelli, I think, also has had a turn at it, shall we say. But it's been a tough hole for these Blue Golds, that's for sure.
Well, they have 3 players out here this evening. Jake Salvadelli, who we've talked about a lot in multiple sports, out or injured early now, out permanently for the season. Gavin Wesley, talked about him. Unfortunately, he's going to be out a part of basketball. Bryant Meyer out. And then 7 players that we'll see sparingly playing for the Blue Golds tonight. In particular, the two-ways, I think the most electric player on the team, and that's Brandon Murfeld, only on offense. But many other players dinged up, shoulder injuries, arm, you name it, that won't be playing much tonight. So that depletes an already very small roster. For the Rangers, they have had their share of injuries. A lot of people knocked up. But here's a key to tonight's game when you look at who is out for this game in street clothes here tonight. Robert Snodgrass, we know his 270-pound frame is significant. Hart Larson, a starter in the line. Ethan Olson, who's been playing the line and tight end. And my player of the game last week, Floyd Thomas, out.
I heard that,
for this game here this evening. Significant, absolutely, 4 key starters.
Do they have people that can step up and fill those positions? They have a lot more players on the Ranger team than the Blue Golds do.
That's really one of the factors, I believe, and when you ask me what the keys of the game are.
Okay, let's get into that. What are the keys to tonight's game here,
that's
Terry?
depth. I think for Aquinas, I don't think they match up 11 on 11. I don't think they match up personnel-wise. They're going to have to do some creative stunts on defense. They're going to have to do some special things. They're going to have to open up their playbook. They're going to have to do everything they can to try to stay in the game, so maybe in the fourth quarter they're with the Rangers. They can't get behind because the Rangers want to just control the ball in a methodical type of drive. They have to do something with special teams, and they have the ability. And finally, the Blue Golds have to stay healthy, certainly, to finish the season and to compete in this game. You want the Logan?
Tell me about Logan.
Yes, all right. Absolutely. They need to control the ball and stay ahead, because if they're ahead, that's really feeds their offense. They need to be physical, because even the games they've lost, we broadcast 3 out of the 4 that they've lost. They have been physical, even though they have not won. They need to protect my player of the game from last week also, and that's Kelvin Maven.
Yeah.
He has been running around like he's got a target on his back. It's like the SEAL team is after him. And so they need to protect him and give him an opportunity to flourish in the pocket. And finally, they need to really blend in their inside and outside game. They like their jet sweep with a guy that can go both ways in terms of to the outside and inside, Damon Butler, who leads the team with 6 touchdowns, 500 yards. And they need to play assignment football so they don't give up big special plays, which they've done against West Salem, they did against Central, they did against Holman.
Wow.
No, I'm done.
You're done. That's it? All right. Well, that's good, though. You know, they've got 28 seniors on this Logan team, from what I can count. I think it's about 28 seniors. That's a lot of seniors. They're going to look at a big turnover this year, headed into next year for this team. They're going to probably look at some kind of a rebuilding year for them next year.
Well, their JV team, which is my grandson happens to be the quarterback.
Oh, sure, of course. Yeah, I should have known.
I think there'll be a rebuilding year, and I think next year could be kind of questionable. But you never know what happens in the offseason. Other teams have changes, players not coming out, injuries. I mean, it's so just like when we get into the postseason. We'll talk about that throughout the broadcast. It's so difficult to see who they match up with, and and if people are injured or if they misbehave. You know, lots of different things like that.
A lot of things could happen. You're absolutely right. So it looks like the Blue Golds will be kicking off. I think Logan will receive first here as we're waiting for the Logan team to get out on the field. Looks like Blue Golds are ready to go.
And the Rangers, something unusual. Rangers looking.
Having somebody stand to be recognized, they said.
Yeah.
I think it was their parents.
Yeah, they're
parents
acknowledging parents.
Yeah.
This is when I would come and watch our sons play, it was always special to me to be part of a parents' recognition and the coaches applauding the parents too. Sacrificing a lot for kids, as you well know.
Coming up at halftime tonight, by the way, the SSE Music Halftime Show will be featuring the Logan Music Program here as we visit with Mark Lackman a little bit at Logan High School.
What a great guy he is, both Mark Lackman.
Wonderful guy.
And Brian Rinkus, two good friends and two guys that provide a lot of opportunities for kids at this school.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a chance.
You know them both too, of course.
Well, I had the chance to come out and I did a little interview with Mark, and then the kids all came in, picked up their instruments, and I followed them out on the field and got to watch them play for a little bit. So, yeah, it's wonderful to see these teachers work with these kids. When it comes to music, it's just a lot of fun. So that was a fun thing to do.
Absolutely, and all these schools have their own dedicated people that lead the activities, including music. And boy, I love to go and listen to those. I go to the show choir concerts and so on.
Yeah.
And even Aquinas, they have a very small group of people that are musicians and so on. You and I know that because we broadcast right near where they perform at Aquinas.
And they're very loud.
Oh, and they're good too. All right.
Here we go. Let's get underway here. Short kick, taking it about the 31-yard line, and he'll bring it back out to the 42, it looks like. Taken down at about the 42-yard line.
The up back bringing that up, and as soon as he gets up from the bottom of the pile, we'll recognize him, and that's Timothy Kemp, the 5'10" junior. The Kemps, the Waits, the Whitcrafts, all from the same family, really have done a lot for Logan athletics. Well, Rangers on offense first.
1st and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Let's see what they can do. Calvin Maven at the helm for the Rangers.
Steve Otto and his crew working this MVC game. All right, Calvin Maven.
And here we go, Maven up under center. 2 backs, they send a man in motion. That's Nagel in motion. There's the handoff. Right through the Aquinas line, and it looks like he might get a first down. That's Damon Butler, the ball carrier. Butler averaging about 98 yards a game, I think it is.
Yes.
92.
And he's very small, but he makes the most out of his size.
Absolutely.
And, I know I talked to Calvin Maven during the week. I said, Calvin, you were my player of the game last week, even though you got beat by Holman. He said, really, Terry? I said, what are you going to do this week? I'm going to tell my line to block a little bit better. That's what I'm going to do.
That's a good idea. 1st and 10 again for the Rangers. They send a man in motion. A jet sweep this time. Nagel will bring it around this the left side and cut it up, and he'll pick up a few yards on that. No, wait, the fumble.
I don't think
Blue
so.
Golds are saying fumble, but Let's see what the guys in the stripes say.
I think they blew it dead right away. I think they blew it dead too quick, actually. Whoa.
All right, so still Ranger ball. 2nd down and 7.
Anyway, this is a good crew work in this game. That time tackled by Lenny Boberg, number 27. Introduced the Logan offensive line, who I said need to have a good game right after this play.
2nd down and 7 now. Maven up under center. Single back. Nagel goes in motion again. There's the pitch. Diamond the ball, Butler rather, the ball carrier. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's not down yet, and he carries 2 of the Aquinas Blue Golds about 2 yards. So they'll pick up about 2 yards on that play.
Is that athleticism? No. You know what that is?
Determination.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank
That's
you very
what it
much.
is. You know,
See, I answered
Damon
the
Butler, about 5'6", and
this is better than Jeopardy,
pounds.
you know.
Anyway, the front line, Tassoni, Magnuson, Gavrilos, Haith, and Harper Jankowski. Those 2 guys replacing Snodgrass and Hart Larson. They need to do their job this evening.
3rd down and 3 now for the Rangers. Again, Nagel in motion. Again, they go to Butler. Butler cuts through the line. This time he'll get a 1st down and maybe a couple yards on top of that.
Damon Butler, the workhorse behind Gavrilos, Magnuson, and Tassoni getting a 1st down. And this is early, but this is a methodical Ranger drive for the last 2 decades. This is what they like to do, and then maybe surprise you with a pass. And that's of course this year's the first year that that Ryan Schreiner has been the offensive coordinator. He's followed what's done in the past.
1st and 10, dual backs this time. There's the pitch. No, he's going to hang on to it. Maven's looking for someone to pass to. Right over the line he goes. And another 1st down picked up as he throws it to Max Harsey.
Max Harsey, I don't think he gets the ball enough. He's got a lot of athleticism, put his time in during the off season, and does a job catching the ball out of the backfield. That's what I like about Calvin Maven, though. He sprints out and he stretches in the play. He extends the play, and he also has the ability to run with the ball right.
Yeah. 1st and 10 now again for the Rangers. They've got the ball on the 17-yard line this time.
Introduce you to the Aquinas defense quickly after this play.
Maven now out of the gun this time. Single back. He's got Butler in the backfield. There goes Nagel in motion. They hand it to Nagel on a jet sweep. He doesn't make it around the corner, though. He gets hit pretty good and taken down. First one to connect was Will Cambio.
Boy, there's a clip to use on Seven Rivers Sports. You talk about playing assignment football. Will Cambio taught a great job coming up from a defensive back. Langbird, Bryce Lee, Lenny Broberg on the front of that blue gold offensive or defensive line. Roop, DeGroot, Reutemann, and Gauger, the linebackers. DBs Coleman, Cambio, Viner, and Joe Salvadelli.
2nd down at 15 now. Loss of 5 on that last play. Maven will back up into the shotgun. 2 backs. There goes Nagel in motion. This time they go to Butler. Butler cuts up. How far can he get? No, it looks like maybe he'll get 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down and long now for the Logan Rangers.
Yeah, good job that time by number 59, opening that hole a little bit for Butler, number 59, who's not on our program, so we need to see who that is. Somebody changed the number on me again. Like
somebody special.
Trying to keep
I'm sure
me
it's somebody
like,
special.
Oh, jeez.
3rd down and 13 now for the Rangers. Make it 14. It's 3rd and long. They've got trips out to the left side, single receiver to the right. Butler now going in motion. Nope, there's the throw, and he's hit right away immediately. That was Jericho Parcher. Darn, did not know that. Well, there you go, folks. It's going to be blue gold ball now. They'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line.
A little discouraging when you have a good drive, Rick, and it's like you come up empty. You come up empty at the very end. It's like stealing the ball in basketball and going all the way to the other end and missing a layup.
Yeah.
Same thing. But you'd never missed a layup.
Never in my life.
Okay.
7 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter here, folks. It's Logan and Aquinas with no score. And the Blue Golds with their first chance at offense here.
See what Mason Viner can do as the junior starting quarterback. By default, as you know, with the injuries.
Here's Viner. Interesting formation there. There's a little pitch back and a throw downfield. He's got a man. Can he catch it? No, picked off. Picked off. Intended for Murfeld. but the ball was picked off by a Logan defender, Ben Fowler.
Yeah, Ben Fowler playing that safety spot. You talk about great defensive football, not getting fooled by a special play, a trick play at the beginning of the game. I mentioned
there was a penalty against Aquinas. It is declined, so the play will stand.
I mentioned to you that in order for Aquinas to win, they got to use some special plays, and there was an example.
Yeah, well, they shuffled it off to Max Gauger, and Max has actually played quarterback for him before too. And Max with a nice throw, it just wasn't quite where it needed to be. So back to the Logan Rangers again, 1st and 10. And they hand off the ball right up the middle this time. And the ball carrier, number 67, is that right?
67, no, the 67.
No, he was the blocker.
Magnuson,
probably
the blocker.
Butler, the ball carrier.
And Caleb Tresoni on that left side also.
Once again, Butler in the backfield. Maven working out of the gun this time. 2 receivers to the right side. He's going to roll out. Finds a receiver. He finds Malik Brown. And Brown will pick up about 12, 15 yards on that play.
Again, by rolling out, he opens his field of vision, and he's able to get away from intense pressure. I like that style when you have an offensive line that has struggled, and you have 2 subs in the depth chart. Number 2's in there too.
Yeah. 6 minutes, 34 seconds left. Logan Rangers now 1st and 10 in blue gold territory. The ball on the 40-yard line. Maven comes up under center this time. I formation, 2 backs. Goes to Butler. Butler goes up the middle, gets hit at the line, but he'll stay on his feet for at least 2 yards. He'll pick up 2 on the play.
Got hit hard right there by Charlie Langenberg and slowed him down, and then teammates were able to make the hit.
2nd down. Looks like they're going to give him a yard on that play. So 2nd down and 9 now for the Rangers.
Isn't Butler the workhorse, and he stays injury-free despite not being a very big kid.
Yeah.
And he plays on both sides of the ball.
It's all about staying in shape, I guess.
Oh, of course.
2 receivers to the right side this time. Butler in the backfield once again. Maven out of the gun. There's the snap. Hands it. Nope, he's going to hang on to it. And look who's after him, though. Bryce Lee takes him down and throws him for about a 15-yard loss.
Boy, great job.
What a sack.
Boy, you talk about closing speed. Bryce Lee, the size of him.
Yeah.
6'3", 270 pounds. By the way, he's going to play college football. I just finished a visit to Winona State.
Did he?
We may see him as a Warrior. I want to see him as an Eagle.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? What's wrong with touched it at about excuse me, at about the 24-yard line. So they're going to call it down there. And
carry, by the way,
first down.
too.
Yep. 4:02 left in the first quarter, and it looks like
foul of some kind.
Oh, they're going to say it's after the touchdown? So they will they'll get the touchdown.
It really
for your boat, your ATV, your motorcycle, your lawn tractor, even your
too.
Yeah, and we don't like doing games there.
Oh, not in that press box.
No, let's go.
We think this is
go back.
Environment, and I have his younger brother Cole on my team,
oh.
And wow, is he a nice player and a great kid.
All right, here goes. But he overthrew him.
A stunt too on that particular play. A couple guys coming in, including Ben Fowler, the safety.
Taylor Service was going down the far sideline there, and it looked like he was, but again, Viner just not too accurate tonight with his throw. So 4th down and long with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter. And they will kick. It looks like Gauger is back to kick it. And downfield for the Logan Rangers is Jericho Parcher. There's the kick. Oh, and it's blocked.
It was blocked.
And it goes out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
Actually blocked by Will Haith, number 59, who changed jerseys numbers this week. In our program, it's 84, but he's 59.
Right. You found that out into a touchdown, but see what they could do with this one now.
If you're not opportunistic
elusive. He avoided them. Very well done on his part.
And there were a lot of good things the Blue Goals did on defense, too. They just couldn't catch the crafty Kelvin Maven.
That's true. So, once again, Viner will be back deep for the kickoff here. It looks like they're going to also put Will Cambio back there. Ruderman will be on the 25-yard line.
His sister, of course. I think she's at UWL now. Reiteman, I think.
Reiteman,
I think she's at. She was one of the part of the Blue Gold State Championship team. You remember that?
Yes,
of course.
I sure do. They're going to penalty here if they don't get this. There it is. Snaps off.
Jeez, just not in
no, I don't think. No, they didn't. They got a timeout called.
Oh, you know the clock was running out too. The play clock.
Yep, they called a timeout just in time there to keep that from happening. All right, well, while they're doing that, let's remind you that one of our sponsors today is our friends over at Blaschke and Schneider Funeral Homes, providing thoughtful services for over 80 years now with 2 locations, Caledonia Street and West Avenue. Before the game ends tonight, we will choose a Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home player of the game for both Aquinas and Logan. Stay tuned. Well, again, our score so far tonight, 14-0 as we approach the end of the first quarter. The Blue Golds not having their best night out there tonight, but was just about to lose the Mason Viner working out of the gun, receivers to the right and left. That's Cambio in motion, and he'll step back again. And again, he goes in motion. Here's Viner rolling out. Throws it, finds about 8 yards on the play.
Again, correct something too. Logan
Max
has Max Harsey. Logan has 229, so I might have sent linebackers or DBs and just plugging the gaps.
Doesn't look like he'll roll out. There's the throw. He's got a man. And he's going to take it down to about the 5-yard.
Yeah, here's the old saying, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. So that time, Matt, by a microscopic inch or something, because it looked great from here.
From our position it looked good, but